Hello guys and welcome to my channel. It's Dups's Kitchen. So for some days now I soaked guinea corn and yellow corn for pap. So today is actually the third day, so I'm going to be taking this to the mill. I'm about to prepare ogi for my baby. So follow me as we make pap together. So I'm just going to quickly wash this. I actually washed it 3 times before I took it and before I soaked it because of the stones. So I'm going to wash it again, then I'll take it to the mill to have it blended. Then you watch the step-by-step process of how to make pap, ogi, as it's popularly called in Nigeria. So as you can see guys, the water inside my pap is very clean. That's because I took my time to wash it before soaking it. So right now I'm going to rinse the pap very well again before I go to the mill. So guys, I've rinsed my pap to the very bottom into another bucket. So this is the way I'm going to remove the remaining chaff and stone from inside of it. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water here, and then just so that there won't be sand under. So that's why sometimes when you buy pap outside your home, you just begin to find stones underneath it. So this is the best way to, can you see the stone under? So this, I'm just going to throw this away so that, can you see the stones? And I've washed it, I washed it almost 4 times. So this is just the last washing before I go to the mill. So you can still see that there are still stones under it. So I'm done. I'll just do this, repeat the process one more time, and then I'm off to the mill. So guys, I've thoroughly washed my pap. So I'm just going to be adding what Hausa people call konofuru, and in English it's referred to as called cloves in English. So it aids intestinal digestion. We also have ginger, so that the pap does not become too let's say something that makes the child wants to vomit. Okay, so I'm making this pap for my baby. So I'm done. I'm just practically going to add the ginger and the cloves, and then I add to the mill. See you guys later. So now that I'm back from the mill, I have everything I need ready to make my pap. I have water. I'm going to be using the easy method, the easy route to make pap ogi. So what I'm simply going to be doing right now is to use my cheesecloth here to sieve the pap. It's plain and simple. It's very simple. If you don't already have this cheesecloth, all you need to do is to go to any tailoring shop where they sell tailoring materials. Just tell them you need the material for making ogi. It's very easy. So I'll simply put the pap into this cloth and then put my hands up and down in such a motion that you can see that. So guys, it's a very simple process. I'm just going to be doing it. So just kindly follow through as we sieve this together. Can you see the way I'm doing it? Up and down, up and down, up and down. So such a way that I'm sieving the pap, and then you can see the juiciness. The water is becoming more colored. So from this, I raise it up and I try to do this up and down, up and down. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It's so easy to filter pap this way. So once I'm done with this particular bowl, I just move it to the next one where there's clean water, and then I repeat the same process over and over again so that we can get the cheese and the juice out of the cheesecloth easily. So by the time we go through this process again, you can see that the color of this water has changed because the content is coming out easily. I don't even need to stress. This is like one of the easiest ways to make pap. Once you have this material, you're good to go. So you can just tell your tailor to help you mend the edges, and then you're good to go. So you can see I have different bowls of water. So then I'll now move to the last bowl, whereby by the time I'm getting to that last bowl right now, you can see that my pap has already, all the juice is almost out. or will soon be out. So you see, simple process. My hands up, my hands down, my hands up, my hands down. Featuring the pap. Very, very easy. So I'm just doing this in the kitchen, and you can see it's easy to do this up and down, just to extract the juice from it. Okay. So after sieving the pap, I allowed it to settle, and then I drained the water from inside of it, and then I'm passing the remaining one through the sieve, the cheesecloth, and then I'm putting it on my sink so that the water can just drain out. That is the water, the excess water, and then we can then have the hard pap. So that's what I'm doing right now. So when I'm done draining, I'm going to tie the cheesecloth and then put something heavy on it, maybe like a mortar or a pestle, so that the water can completely drain out. And then when the water has completely drained, we now have the hard pap. So just keep watching. So guys, as you can see, this is the pap. It's draining. So by the time it's done draining, the excess water will be out of it. Once I raise it up, you can see that the water is flowing gently out of the cheesecloth, and then the pap itself is going to be what is going to be left in a couple of hours time. So I just took a little, and from that little I'm going to be making pap. So I'm doing pap from scratch to finish. So this is still going to continue to sit for a while. It could be even for over the night, but by the time it's morning, our pap will be completely dried up. Okay, so just to fast track the draining process, I put my mortar and my pestle on it. You see, it's very small, but it's enabling it to drain faster. In a while, maybe after some time, because it's draining faster now, I can just remove it and then raise it a bit up so that the sink can let out the excess water. Okay. In those days, they usually drain it using a stone. You understand? But this is recent times. I'm deciding to use my mortar and my pestle on it. So now we are going to make pap. So guys, our water for the pap is ready. It's actually boiling. So I'm going to be pouring the already mixed pap. This was like, I got this from the hard one from the bottom, and I'm just making it into pap mixture and paste. So I'm stirring, so that it can come to the right consistency. I actually don't want it to stick, but I was just still going to stick in. Once I got it, so you can see that nothing is actually really wasted. It's just so this is it. The pap is ready. Homemade pap is hot. So you can do this for yourself and for your kids from the comfort of your own homes. Very easy and very simple. Thank you for watching my channel. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends and family members. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.